Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as the NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine at Arkansas State University's Class of 2024 White Coat ceremony will begin in 10 minutes. Food and drink are not allowed in Riceland Hall, so please dispose of any items before entering. We have arranged for professional photographers to take pictures of each student. Therefore, we kindly request that you remain seated throughout the ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine at Arkansas State University, Class of 2024 White Coat ceremony. Please stand and welcome members of the Class of 2024. Associate Dean of Student Administration, Dr. Chris Cohen. NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine at Arkansas State University Assistant Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Yvette Allen Moore. Chair of Department of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Brooke Laurent. Assistant Professor of Osteopathic Manipulative Medicine, Dr. Brianne Weiner. Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Adrian Loftus. Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Chris Hartford. Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Thomas Woods. And Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Mitzi Scotton. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by student Dr. Clara Lowen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen and student doctors, please be seated at this time, and please welcome the Dean of NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine at Arkansas State University, Dr. Shane Spites.
Good afternoon. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the NYITCOM at Arkansas State University Class of 2024 White Coat Ceremony. In a time like no other, the need for talented, forward-thinking physicians is great, and in this region of the nation especially. It's for that reason the NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine stepped forward to help address that need. With over 40 years of experience in osteopathic medical education, NYIT has partnered with leaders from around the state and the country to come up with innovative solutions to the healthcare issues of today and tomorrow. All of our classes are special and unique, but this class in particular stands above the rest. They have withstood the challenges of attending medical school during a global pandemic, something that hasn't happened in over a century. Unfortunately, this class was not able to attend a white coat ceremony during their first year of medical school, as other classes before them have done. Rather, they had a virtual ceremony. Many of you may remember watching. You may remember seeing that on social media and on Facebook. At that time, we promised them an in-person ceremony once the pandemic was advanced enough to make the ceremony safe for them to attend. We had actually hoped that by this time the pandemic would be over, and while we can't celebrate the end of COVID, we can celebrate this class's accomplishments. Not only did they survive their first year of medical school, but with much of it being virtual, but they have continued to persevere through challenge after challenge. Now they're about to take the next steps in their medical school journey and continue their education as medical professionals in the clinical environment. When these students wear their white coats, they will be treated as physicians in training in the hospitals, clinics, and communities that they are assigned. They will embrace a level of responsibility that has yet to be experienced. They will be looked up to by patients, families, and medical staff as an integral part of the medical team. Even before they graduate, they will be helping their communities become stronger and healthier. To the students, this is a very special time to be a part of NYITCOM, and we are grateful to have you on board as we fulfill our mission of improving access to health care in Arkansas, the Delta, and this region of the country. At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the Dean of NYITCOM, Dr. Nicole Wadsworth. Dr. Wadsworth's commitment to osteopathic medical education goes back many years when she was an emergency room physician and associate dean at the Ohio University College of Osteopathic Medicine. She became dean of NYITCOM in January of 2021. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Nicole Wadsworth.
Thank you, Dr. Spites. Congratulations, class of 2024, on receiving your white coat today. Granted, your opportunity to be coated has been delayed, and I'm grateful that we can have this moment together in person. As you don your white coat, I would ask you to think about what this means and what is the symbolism that accompanies this white coat. Certainly, it's a symbol of healthcare, and you play an important role in the healthcare environment. It's a symbol of your accomplishments. Soak in this moment. Let yourself feel the excitement and think about the next stage of your education in the clinical arena. There is a rich and deep history of the physician's coat. Dr. Spites will share with us some of that history. But most importantly, I would ask that you think about what this means for you and your role. The honor, the privilege, the responsibilities the white coat embodies. Consider the people you will meet and impact over the course of your career. Your amazing adventure continues, and we're very excited for you to enter the clinical environment. I look forward to all the incredible things you will do on your journey to being a physician, and I wish you the very best.
Please welcome to the podium Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Amanda Deal.
Good evening. At this time, I would like to recognize some members of the audience. Please stand as I call your group to be recognized. Representatives of the faculty, staff, and administration from NYIT College of Osteopathic Medicine at Arkansas State University and Old Westbury. Mm-hmm. 25 years ago, in 1993, Dr. Arnold Gold instituted the first white coat ceremony at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons in New York. The event was quickly adopted by other schools of medicine and is now a mainstay ritual for medical students as they begin their journey to becoming a physician. The white coat assigned to a medical student is considerably shorter than that of a graduated physician. This is purposeful as a way to inform patients and staff that the wearer is a medical learner in training. After successfully completing medical school, the new physician dons the longer white coat, symbolizing the transition from formal student to lifelong learner. The longer and typically cleaner white coat immediately garners respect and trust from patients and staff. The white coat ceremony itself, this ceremony, is intended to establish a point in time in which the student crosses over into a new role. You will forever be changed by this new role, and only those who have navigated the path before you can empathize. Just as there are expectations that come with being a physician, so do they come with being a medical student. The expectation of moral judgment, honesty, integrity, trustworthiness, dedication, and perseverance are all qualities of a physician that have sown their seeds as a medical student. Today, the students before you will take an oath of commitment that represents their pledge to that profession of medicine. The pledge will follow them through difficult days and challenging nights as they experience the best and worst of what it means to be human. This pledge is a badge of honor and one that few are given the opportunity to wear. With that, we will begin the coding. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you to please be seated at all times as we have arranged for professional photography. Members of our faculty, the local medical community, and guest coders will coat the class of 2024 student doctors. Our first coder is NYITCOM at A-State Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Amanda Deal. Student Dr. Sarah Malik. Student Dr. Abu Bakr Malik. Student Dr. Victor Martinez Casmayer. Student Dr. Amelia Matthews. Student Dr. Garrett McCamey. Student Dr. Aryan Azamian. Our next coder is NYITCOM at A-State Chair of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Brooke Shield-Durant. Student Dr. Caitlin Bondas. Student Dr. Joycelyn Botello. Student Dr. Caitlin Bird. Student Dr. Gemma Campos. Student Dr. Vicky Aladoyan. Our next coder is Assistant Professor of Osteopathic Manipulative Medicine, Dr. Brianne Weiner. Student Dr. Alay Choksi. Student Dr. Nora Kirawi. Student Dr. Shayna Childress. Student Dr. Tyler Childress. Student Dr. Hannah Sullivan. Our next coder is Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Adrian Loftus. Student Dr. Rachel Simmons. Student Dr. Kirby Curtis. Student Dr. Sierra Voice Robinson. Student Dr. Catherine Dempsey. Student Dr. Shinar Dinko. Our next coder is Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Christine Hartford. Student Dr. James Donahue. Student Dr. Jenny Wilson. Student Dr. Logan Dressel. Student Dr. Aziz Eshav. Student Dr. Ibrahim Faruqi. Student Dr. Michaela Goggins. Our next coder is Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Thomas Woods. Student Dr. Michael Habtemariam. Student Dr. Madison Carter. Student Dr. Leighton Wolford. Student Dr. Ashton King. Student Dr. Bailey King. Our next coder is Assistant Professor of Clinical Medicine, Dr. Mitzi Scotton. Student Dr. Christian Corcus. Student Dr. Nivetha Kumar. Student Dr. Tina Mirzakanian. Student Dr. James Lytell. Student Dr. Clara Lowen. Student Dr. Dylan Albritton. Our next coder is Dr. Manjusha Kota. Student Dr. Benjamin Wagner. Student Dr. Grace Ansah. Student Dr. Chijoke Anyehe. Student Dr. David Adapali. Being coded by his mother. Our next coder is Dr. Sami Atasi. Student Dr. Faranak Ardukani. Student Dr. Mdampreet Arora. Student Dr. Jack Madden. Student Dr. Ryan Atasi, being coded by his mother and father. Our next coder is Dr. David Brooks. Student Dr. Renuka Mahatara. Student Dr. Michael Mendez. Student Dr. Taylor Lavin. Student Dr. Matthew Brooks, being coded by his father. Our next coder is Dr. Clarine David. Student Dr. Zach Mitchell. Student Dr. Alicia Morgan. Student Dr. Melissa Nathan. Student Dr. Emily David, being coded by her aunt. Our next coder is Dr. Robert Holtz. Student Dr. Fahad Khan. Student Dr. Diana Olvera. Student Dr. Merritt Osment. Student Dr. Austin Holtz being coded by his father. Our next coder is Dr. Murugesan Sidapan. Student Dr. Priyanka Pahan. Student Dr. Alyssa Panganaban. Student Dr. Nikitha Murugesan being coded by her father. Our next coder is Dr. Michael Lund. Student Dr. Stephen Lambu. Student Dr. Lily Fox Pendergrast. Student Dr. Julia Petruson. Student Dr. Tuong Pham. Student Dr. Michaela Lund being coded by her father. Our next coder is Dr. Swathi Kovlamudi. Student Dr. Bailey Powell. Student Dr. Ashley Prabhakar. Student Dr. Miriam Khan. Student Dr. Yashwanth Makapati being coded by his cousin. Our next coder is Dr. Farouk Zaki. Student Dr. Lena Ramuni. Student Dr. Adrian Ressing. Student Dr. Jacob Rodell. Student Dr. Victor Zaki being coded by his father. Our next coder is Dr. Rajiv Mehrotra. Student Dr. Zeba Sheikh. Student Dr. Ruhi Shethwala. Student Dr. Nirumpa Mehrotra being coded by her brother and her father. Our next coder is Dr. Thomas Schwab. Student Dr. John Sisko. Student Dr. Colton Crane. Student Dr. Yasmin Telwar. Student Dr. Sabrina Schwab being coded by her grandfather. Our next coder is Dr. Jerome Thompson. Student Dr. Iraj Ullah. Student Dr. Natalia Vilcek. Student Dr. Becca Curran. Student Dr. Charlotte Thompson, being coded by her father. Our last coder is Dr. Khalid Wahid. Student Dr. Charles Wood. Student Dr. Lauren Davis. Student Dr. Madeline Conaway. Student Dr. Riley Moran. Student Dr. Abu Bakar Wahid, being coded by his uncle. Please welcome back to the podium Dr. Nicole Wadsworth, who will now administer the White Coat Student Oath.
The White Coat Ceremony is a notable milestone that signifies the beginning of a new chapter for medical students as they embark on a journey towards their future profession as a healthcare provider dedicated to serving individuals of all backgrounds and circumstances. NYITCOM is committed to fostering a community and a medical education environment that values diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our school actively supports initiatives that celebrate inclusive ideals. The NYITCOM Student Government Association DEI Committee on the New York and Arkansas campus consists of passionate student leaders who have worked together to revise the osteopathic oath that the class of 2024 will take today. For the past 2 years, this group collectively modified the oath to incorporate inclusive language and emphasize an unwavering commitment to honor diversity and provide equitable health care. In today's social climate, it's imperative that students understand the relationship between healthcare disparity and racial injustice. The revised osteopathic oath acknowledges this context, and I'm proud to have our future physicians here today be the first group of medical students to recite this powerful statement. Will all the student physicians please stand and read the oath located at the back of the program after me? I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I'm about to enter. I will always be mindful of the honor and great privilege bestowed upon me as a physician and understand the responsibility of my role. I vow to faithfully preserve the health and quality of life of my patients, upholding professionalism, confidentiality, and respect for patient autonomy and involvement in their own care. I vow to perform my professional duties with fidelity and with the best interests of my patients in mind. I promise to care for patients using appropriate clinical judgment that will uphold their morality and do no harm, keeping in mind the body's ability to heal. I will work to improve the general welfare of the community and to sustain laws and institutions that do not perpetrate injustice or harm. With this oath, I will seek to live my life committed to cultural humility and continued self-reflection. As a physician, I will utilize my position to ensure every individual seeking medical care is treated equitably. I will only engage in those practices that will uphold my duty to serve all of humanity in order to honor the highest goals of the profession. I will respect my teachers and colleagues of medicine and strive for the best interests of the students who will come after me. I value a unified healthcare team and promise to treat everyone involved in patient care and management with the utmost dignity and respect. I vow to practice the art of healing and further the principles of osteopathic medicine, which were first introduced by Andrew Taylor Still. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Wadsworth, and another congratulations to the class of 2024. NYITCOM students, the next phase of your medical education has begun, and we are so proud of you. In closing, I'd like to thank you for attending this momentous occasion and for your support of our students, and especially the families here today. The students on this stage would not have made it to this point without your motivation, understanding, and caring. They will continue to need all three over the next few years. Most of all, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2024 on this special milestone. Your future is limitless, and we know you will be successful at every level of your medical education and even further into clinical practice. Please know that while we are proud of you, we also expect a lot from you, for you are the future of medicine. At this time, I'd like to invite everyone to enjoy a reception, which will be held in the Grand Hall. Thank you, and good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that you please remain seated until the platform party and students have exited the stage. Thank you so much for attending.